My name is Jason Looney. I'm the principal here at Tenoroc High School. So I'd like to welcome all of our ninth graders to their high school career and welcome all of our new students that are new to us here at Tenoroc. We're doing the orientation today. Our orientation is for our incoming ninth grade students and our students that's new here to Tenoroc. We're standing outside of the main office, so get the opportunity to see our entryway. Before the end of the school year, we decided to go with this vinyl covering. It's a safety measure for our campus, and so we don't have people that can just walk up and look and see what's going on in the main office. We can see out, but they're unable to see in. So that's a level of safety that we have for our students and staff here at Tenoroc. Later in this video, you're going to get an opportunity to hear from our assistant principals. Our assistant principals are Ms. Kish. You'll hear from Ms. Kish. Mrs. Smith, he's not actually going to participate in this. Your students will be meeting Mrs. Smith when they're on campus. If there's something that does occur, we do have students that get sick. If they're able to get on at home, even though they're a face-to-face student, and they are at home ill, whether it's a cold or anything, they will still be able to keep up with their assignments using this platform. So all the students will have access to Schoology, whether they're doing e-learning or they're doing face-to-face. At this time, what we're going to do, I'm going to show you the inside of the front office. Our front office is looking a little different now than it normally does. During the summertime, we receive multiple deliveries, whether it's books. This summer, of course, we receive face shields, masks. Each student will and staff will receive 5 masks. You'll get those the first day, students. Hand sanitizer. So basically what I'm saying, there are supplies in the front office that will not be there on the first day, but I just wanted to go ahead and give our parents and our students a warning. In my opinion, we have the most beautiful campus here in Polk County. Students, we want you to have pride in your campus, have pride in your education. So let's work together to make sure this is a safe learning environment for each other. Let's support each other, and we'll make it through this pandemic and these changes that we're experiencing. So come on inside so you can, I can give you a quick glimpse at the front office. Students and parents, we're in our main office. I did mention that things look a little out of sorts, but it's the summertime and we're finishing preparing for the school year, so we do have some deliveries. We have packets for parents that's enrolling students, and some other items that wouldn't normally be here, but like I said, we're wrapping up the summertime, so just please excuse our mess. But I did want to give you the opportunity so you can see the main office, see our beautiful office. Just for our students, I did mention our entryways. So at the beginning of the school day, you will not have access to the main office. The main office will be for our staff. So our teachers will come in, admin, support staff is going to come in. We're going to do their temperature checks here in the main office. So just a reminder, just wanted to communicate to parents and students, even if students are late, they will go through the building one gate instead of coming into the main office. Parents, as you may be aware, if you're not, we're really limited with the number of staff or the number of parents that we can have in the main office. So if you have a question or if you need to meet with someone, it's best to reach out to the school so we can schedule a time to make sure that we don't have over the number of people that are in the main office or that's trying to meet with an administrator. So, like I said, you get an opportunity to see the main office. Normally we have Ms. Knoll and Ms. Jemison that sit here up front, and we'll have some student aides that will be taking phone calls. As we walk through the main office, you will see that we have college pennants up. So we want our students to see the college pennants, to do some motivation. And we started that when we started our AVID program 4 years ago. And this graduating class, this AVID class will be our first graduating class for our AVID program. We have probably around 20 to 30 AVID students with each of our grade levels. I know we will have maybe 10 to 15 coming in this year. So again, I want to show you our main office, and now let's walk over to student services. Thank you. Now, Titans, we're in our student services. The student services is our students' access to the office area. Within student services and in the office, you have the entire admin team. Their offices are here. We have our athletic director, our guidance counselors, and some of our support staff. From the rest of the campus, students will access the office through student services. So, of course, we will try to, this year, we're going to minimize the number of students that are in student services, but I did want to give students a glimpse of the part of the office that they will see mostly. Our next area that we will go to will be our courtyard, but really quick, I wanted to share with you, and as you've seen, when we're talking about student services and talking about with students, just a reminder that students are expected to wear their masks on campus. I do have my mask around my neck. You saw that earlier in the video. I'm not covered. I don't have my mouth covered currently because I want you to be able to hear what I'm saying. But everyone on campus, including our custodial staff, food service workers, teachers, administrators, and students are required to wear a mask. Students, if you feel a need of support, we have 3 guidance counselors. You will learn who your guidance counselors are when you look at the PowerPoint presentation at the end of this tour. So if you need to speak with someone, you need some type of support, of course your first line of support is your classroom teachers. I have an open door policy. I have upperclassmen that would normally visit me anytime that they're available, not to come hang out, but if there's issues, anything that they wanted to advocate for, I have an ear for our students. I'm here for the students. I'm here for the community. So I keep an open door policy for our students to be able to come in and talk to me or interact with me anytime they see me on campus. You will see some of our upperclassmen we develop relationships with, so they have no problem. You can hear them call my name or an administrative name from the other side of campus because we built that relationship with our students. One thing I've tried to establish, and this is going into my 9th year, is to establish student voice. You all are key stakeholders, parents are key stakeholders here on campus, so you should be a part of some of the decision-making process. So, that's a part of the student services piece. So this is the area in which you will enter the office from the rest of our campus. Next, let's go to what I feel is the most beautiful courtyard that we can provide students. We're now in our beautiful courtyard. Students over the years, our students have really done well with staying off the grass and keeping this courtyard looking the way that it does. In my opinion, I've worked at 2 other high schools, and in my opinion, this is by far the nicest courtyard here in Polk County. What you see now is building 2. Students, if you have classes in building 2, you look at your schedule once you receive your schedule. If that number says 21, if there's a 2-1, that first number, of course, is the building number. The second number is the level. So a 21, let's say 2106. If you're in classroom 2106, that classroom is 106. It's building 2, room 106. If it says 2206, it's building 2 on the second level, 206. So the second number is the level. So that's building 2. Now we're going to go ahead and look at, and I know they're out of order, but we're going to look at the gym, which is building 6. So students, if your schedule says 61, whatever, you know your class is in the gym. And we'll have the gym open. In the gym, we have 3 physical ed teachers. Also in the side of the gym, we have our JROTC classes. The next building that you see is building 5. That's the cafeteria. Of course, students, the first day here, you'll get the opportunity to go in the cafeteria for your breakfast. So we'll have our A and C lunches. We'll have 3 lunches this year. We're going to do A and C lunch in the cafeteria, and for social distancing and cleaning purposes, we're going to do B lunch actually in our gym. That's a huge change from normal, but we want to be able to social distance, go from 2 to 3 lunches. That's going to minimize the number of students that are at lunch, and it's going to give us an opportunity to make sure we can do a good cleaning after A lunch and then after C lunch. And then the next building is building 4. That's our auditorium. In the back of the auditorium, or the side of the auditorium, we have our TV class, that's TNT. But in the back of the auditorium, we have orchestra, chorus, and band. So those classes, if it says 41, you know it's in building 4. And then, of course, the numbers will let you know where you are, what class it is in building 4. And then the last building is building 3. Again, if it's a first level class, it will be 31, and we're probably looking at 3112 right now. You know, because it's 31 that is in building 3, first floor. If it's 32, right above that is 3216, that's building 3, level 2. So students, you'll know that ahead of time. We're watching this video. The second number gives you the level. But again, we plan to have multiple admin. I will be in the courtyard along with some support staff to help students find direction, and I'll be in the courtyard between every class, and we'll have 2 or more admin and support staff on each floor to assist. All of our teachers are standing at their doors to assist. Out here in the courtyard, you'll see our benches, and they're normally underneath the patio. But in order to provide some social distancing during lunch, we have scattered our benches out for our students to be able to have social distancing and eat and not have to stand up. If it's a rainy day, we will make adjustments to our schedule, keep kids on the patio, keep kids inside of the cafeteria, and we will open up the gym for A and C lunch. But parents, we will still clean, like I mentioned before, to make sure that we're cleaning between lunches. Again, this is our beautiful courtyard. Students, I can't wait to see you walking across the courtyard, going to your classes. I can't wait for things to get back to normal. So when we have some activities here on campus, you can participate in those activities. I want our students to be able to make the best of their experience here at Tenoroc High School. At this time, you're going to have the opportunity to hear from our assistant principals. And I'll be back on later. Thank you.
Hi, Titans. Welcome to Tenoroc High School. My name is Miss Kish, and I'm an assistant principal here. What I'm going to show you today is how to exit and enter Building 2. The outside doors are exit and enter only. Make sure if you're entering, you stay on the right side. If you're exiting, you stay on the left side. Follow me this way, and I'll show you how to go upstairs. Remember, Titans, when you go upstairs inside of a building, you're going to want to use the outside stairwells in the courtyard. Those are upstairs only. When you go inside of a building, you're going to stay to the right side using the doors right here. Remember, Titans, when you enter a building to walk down a hallway, always stay to your right side, so you are not bumping into kids on the other side coming towards you. If you have to cross to a classroom, make sure that you wait for students to pass before you cross. Also, please don't exit the outside doors. Those doors are only for students that come downstairs. Some of the changes when you enter into the classroom once on campus is now we have desks facing the same way, or there'll be tables with only 2 students per table also facing the same way. Remember to keep your mask on while in the classroom, and also it's beneficial if you bring your own supplies to limit the amount that you have to share with other students. Remember, Titans, when you walk into a building, make sure you stay to your right side. Passerbys will also stay to their right side, making sure that you don't cross paths.
Hey Titans, my name is Miss Morgan. I'm one of the assistant principals here at Tenoroc High School. I'm going to show you how to go upstairs a building. When you're going upstairs a building, make sure you only use the outside stairwell. That is a one-way only. Okay. Remember, Titans, if you're in the building upstairs, make sure you stay to the right side of the hallways at all times. As you can see, Mr. Schwell is exiting his class at this time. He's going to stay to the right side of the hallway and enter the short hallway. Ms. Kish has exited her classroom on the right side and has passed Mr. Schwell on the left side, maintaining that 6 feet distance. Please make sure that you wear your mask at all times. Remember, Titans, if you're upstairs for any of the buildings, you always have to exit out of the rear stairwell in the buildings. Always stay to the right side of the hallway and in the stairwell. All right, Titans, remember, as you are walking down the hallways to get to your next class, please maintain that 6 feet distance as well as keeping your mask on your face at all times. The only time you should be able to cross the hallway is if you have to get to your classroom on the opposite side. Please go directly inside your classroom and do not loiter or hang out in the hallways.
Hey Titans, my name is Mr. Schwell. I'm another assistant principal here at Tenoroc High School. I just want to introduce you to Building 3 and let you know that the traffic patterns for Building 3 are the exact same as Building 2. Please make sure you always stay 6 feet apart and on the right side of the hallway.
Hey Titans, Miss Kishigan introducing you to Building 4, the building that houses our fine arts and TV production classes. Just make sure when you're walking in the building, you're staying to your right side, maintaining that 6 feet apart distance.
All right, guys, as you can see, our patio looks a lot different this year. As you guys are outside having lunch, remember, there's only going to be 2 to 3 students at each table at a time. You must sit at opposite ends of the bench as well. If you look into our courtyard, you would also see that we have placed some additional benches out there as well. They are all spaced out so where you have more than enough space in order to have your lunch and talk to your friends. But remember, please, please, please maintain your social distance and sit at opposite ends of the table and the chairs. Remember to maintain wearing your mask when you are not eating your food.
Hey Titans, this is Mr. Schwell again. I'm here to introduce our lunchroom, plus let you guys know our procedures. We have our 2 doorways here. This is our entry door, and the other door is our exit door. As you guys can see, our tables are definitely spread out this year. We are only able to seat 4 to a table, and you must maintain social distancing while in the lunchroom. Also, you must always wear your mask unless you are eating or drinking.
So we're back. We're in my office. I wanted to wrap up in my office because I wanted to communicate to our students and staff, especially our parents, that this is a friendly office. All of our offices are friendly places. Sometimes students, and I've even had parents that have been intimidated to be in a principal's office, but I'm not that type of principal. I'm here to provide service for our students and our parents and for our community. So I know with things being different, we have to make sure that we social distance even within the office, but parents, you can still come in and have conversations with me. Students, you can have conversations with me when things were normal. There's been times in which I've had 10, 15, 20 kids in here at the same time, and none of them are in trouble. Really just trying to advocate for themselves, advocate for whatever program that they are involved in. But I just wanted to do a quick wrap up. You had the opportunity to look at our PowerPoint presentation, some of our expectations. You had the opportunity to hear from our assistant principals. On the first day of school, the first few days of school, we're going to go through some procedures, some routines. Of course, you're going to learn the expectations of all of your teachers, whether it's e-learning or whether it's face-to-face. You'll learn some expectations of here on campus with social distancing, making sure we keep our campus safe and making sure we provide you a safe education. Just a reminder to students that you are required to wear a mask while you're here on campus. So please, we will provide you a mask. You're more than welcome to wear your own mask, but let's make sure that those masks are school appropriate. If you have any questions related to masks or anything with dress code, please feel free to ask. You're not in middle school anymore, so there's no uniform dress code, but we want to make sure that we're dressed appropriately for success. Also, I touched on our new bell schedule. There'll be a learning time for all of our students, but we will help the students through that process. Students, I really wanted to say this before I wrap up. I know times are different, but over your high school years, please make sure you get involved in something. We may be able to do, right now, our extracurriculars are kind of up in the air. There's some decisions to be made on that. I know our fall sports, they're at least delayed until the second week of school, but we don't know yet whether we'll be able to have fall sports or not. But with clubs or any type of activity, please get involved. Research shows that the more that you are involved, the more successful you're going to be. So we're going to maximize what you do by minimizing the time you have that's idle time that you can get involved with things that you shouldn't be involved in. Please make sure you're here every day. Please make sure that you at least attempt every assignment that your teacher gives you. Now, we want you to be successful on those assignments, but if you're confused and your teacher is not readily available, if it's something that's happening, if it's a homework assignment, please attempt that assignment, because every assignment is tied to what you need to learn. So when you're looking at your grades, your GPA, a 0 will have a huge negative impact on your grade, which will have a negative impact on your GPA. You've learned that you need 24 credits to graduate. You have to have at least a 2.0, but that's the very minimum. We want you to have options when you graduate here from Tenoroc. Again, remember that we're here for you, we're here to support you, and welcome to Tenoroc High School. I look forward to seeing you the morning of the 24th.